offense, how much has the offense changed since the end of last season?
I think it's very similar, obviously, in terms of like we still have the same play calls and all that type of stuff. With under Coach Sat and DOC and everything. I think what's changed most is just our kind of the way we carry ourselves and confidence. I think all of us are so prepared, and this spring we took a lot of reps of a lot of the plays, and I think it helped us as an offense. And reps matter. The more reps you have, obviously, the better you're going to be at all the plays that are called. So I think really that's been huge for us, is just getting reps at all the plays.
Was that the build role that you saw a lot this spring, some of the throws that you was out there today?
Oh yeah, he's got a great arm. He's got great arm talent, great vision for the field. He's got a great X factor. All of them, honestly, all of them do. I was very impressed with Daniel and Heinrich as well all spring. I think they all have done a great job throughout the whole spring. So it's been fun to get reps with all of them, honestly.
That confidence that you guys have as an offense, and you had a good scrimmage last week. They looked pretty good. What does that do for you going into these next few months, and obviously wanting to have a head of steam into August?
Yeah, it just has to carry over. As an offense, we have to continue to carry over, our confidence into the fall and summer workouts and just really everything. We take it day by day. I think that, obviously, spring ball is not going to be a huge, heavy install. You're not game planning for anyone in specific, so it's going to be a little different in that type of way. But yeah, I think we just have to carry over our confidence and skills, and just everyone's going to have to do their job like we did all spring. And I think we did a great job. It's just another day out there on the practice field. We just got to take it a little differently, especially when on the game field and stadium.
Sorry. Where's your confidence now compared to last spring, mentally and physically?
Oh, it's so much different. Just last spring being like really my first healthy spring. It's kind of like my first really playing football last year in 2 years, after high school. So having that spring and then this spring and really the whole season to get reps has been huge. And my confidence and just comfortability on the field has, gone through the roof for me, and just going to continue to do so. So I'm excited.
Obviously, you and Heinrich had a great connection last year. How has that continued to evolve through this offseason, and had touched on in the spring game? So how's your connection with Heinrich?
Yeah, I think that we just have, continued to strengthen our connection. We were on the same NSL team, the Nebraska Spring League stuff for the majority, for all of the Spring League. So we've, got to connect throughout the Spring League. And then, today we had a nice connection on that play that we had, a little Kelsey route. And I think that, me and Heinrich have a good connection, that, I'm kind of not like safety net, but I'm a big target. And I feel like, I've got great hands and a great athletic and skill set to make things happen after the play, and I'm glad I got to show that a little more today.
How impressed are you with guys like Corey Barney and Jalen Lloyd, and just how they come along and the options that have kind of grown at wide receiver?
It's insane. Jalen, he's like a cat. That kid, whenever he catches the ball, he always comes down his feet running. He's freakishly athletic, and Ja'Cory Barney has great hand-eye coordination. He's made some pretty insane catches throughout the spring and turned a lot of heads from all of us. Everyone notices it, and he holds himself to an extremely high standard. I love it because I can relate to it. If he drops the ball that he knows he makes the play on, he's upset, and I think it's a good thing. He holds himself to a high standard. Same thing with Jay Lloyd, but Jay Lloyd, so after last year, I feel like he's just so comfortable, so much more comfortable, and Ja'Cory is too. Obviously, it's just Ja'Cory's a little younger and he's still getting used to the speed, but you can't tell the difference. They're both great players.
Thomas, Coach Rule just came out here, praised you for your loyalty to Nebraska. He talked about how players have to deal with being recruited, not just when they're coming out of high school, but throughout their college careers. What's behind that for you, that loyalty, that feeling that you have about the school?
Well, I think most of you know, I grew up, typical, I said it before about typical Nebraska fan. I remember getting, not in like literal fights obviously, but arguments with kids on the playground when I was in elementary school about, why Nebraska's better than Iowa. I grew up, I was a Nebraska football player, I think, for like 8 to 10 years of my Halloween experiences. This is what I grew up doing. I grew up loving Nebraska football. I grew up wearing the N on the Walmart helmets that we used to have back when we were kids. So, yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true. It's a dream just to be on the field. I was literally saying it to the tight ends today. It's like, you know, I was on a knee, and I was like, isn't it crazy? You know, like we're doing what, you know, it's here now, but we're doing what, you know, I dreamed of doing as a kid. It's just crazy. It's just a surreal experience.
How much do you hear of your teammates talking about other teams coming after them, and how significant is that? Other teams coming after you?
I mean, it's only significant. I mean, if you let it be significant, I guess. I mean, it definitely happens. You know, I've heard people tap in. You know, I've had experiences with it. It can be, you know, it's like I don't know. I guess like it can make you think. I guess because you know you always like you never know. The grass is never green on the other side, but some people, or it can't, not always green on the other side, but some people, you know, make emotional decisions like, well, you know, they're gonna do this and that. And I'm not here for getting this, whatever. I feel like you know you gotta write it out. I mean, what's gonna happen is your time's gonna come, and if it doesn't, then I believe that, you know, whatever happens is supposed to happen. I mean, you know, like I've said that before with everything I've had to, you know, endure. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a factor, you know, with NIL and everything. But it's not gonna. If it's not a factor if you don't let it be. So.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.